Once upon a time, in a quiet valley beneath a sky full of sparkling stars, lived a purple dragon named Bob. Bob was not like other dragons. He loved flying over mountains and dancing under the moonlight. Yes, but what he loved the most was staring at the night sky. Every night, he walked outside and looked up with wonder. He wanted to know everything about the stars. How many were there? Did they make sound when they twinkled? Was the moon lonely? Were there other moons somewhere far away? His parents tried their best to answer his questions, but even dragons didn't know everything. They brought him books, they looked through scrolls. They even visited the oldest dragon they knew, but there were still so many mysteries. One birthday, Bob's parents gave him something special, a telescope. Bob used it every night, staring deeper and deeper into space, but instead of answering his questions, it gave him more. He finally said, "I must go myself. I must explore space." His parents blinked. Dragons had never flown into space before. So, Bob decided, "I'll build a spaceship." Dragons never built spaceships either. But Bob believed he could, and if he believed it, he could do it. With help from his parents, and after reading many books from the library, Bob built a bright yellow spaceship with red stripes. He practiced flying it through the mountains, startling many dragons along the way. At last, it was time. Ski brushed his teeth, put on his favorite t-shirt, packed his lunch, waved to his parents, and zoomed into the sky. Up and up he went, high above the mountains, beyond the clouds, beyond the blue sky, until everything turned deep, endless navy. Bob gasped. Stars sparkled all around him like diamonds scattered across velvet. He zipped past glowing planets and twirling comets. For the first time in his life, he felt like he truly belonged among the stars. He landed on a buttercup yellow planet with singing grass and fruit trees shaped like spirals. Friendly aliens wearing gardening gloves waved at him. They said they had never met a dragon before. Bob replied he had never met aliens before. He visited planets covered in glitter, planets shaped like cubes, planets that smelled like vanilla. Every alien he met was kind, and Bob invited them all to visit Earth one day. As he flew deeper into space, Bob noticed something odd, a tiny star twirling and waving at him. He floated closer. The little star smiled so brightly it made the spaceship glow. "Hello," she chirped. "Where are you from?" "Earth," Bob replied proudly. The star sighed dreamily. "I've always wanted to visit Earth." Bob's heart softened. "You can come with me," Star squealed in delight and sat on the edge of his window. She hummed a tiny tune, and Bob smiled. Her warmth filled the ship like sunlight. They began the journey back to Earth. When they flew over the ocean, the star gasped. "That blue thing, what is it?" "The ocean," Bob explained. The little star twirled. "I love swimming. I learned in the rivers of Mars." Before Bob could stop her, she leaped from the window and splashed into the ocean. Bob landed on the beach and searched the waves. "Little star, where are you?" Instead of the star, someone else appeared, a mermaid with shimmering silver hair and a glittering golden tail. She smiled kindly. "My name is Glittertail," she said. "I heard you calling. Are you looking for a starfish?" Bob shook his head. "A star from the sky." Glittertail's eyes widened. From the sky, he explained everything. The spaceship, the adventure, the little star who dove into the water. Glittertail nodded and said, "I'll help you. Wait here." She disappeared under the waves and reappeared moments later, holding the little star gently in her hands. The star squealed. "It's beautiful under the sea. Fish shaped like stars. Rocks that sparkle. Plants that dance." Bob sighed. "I wish I could swim too." The little star smiled softly. "You helped me. Now I want to help you. I can grant one wish." Bob shook his head. "Give the wish to Glittertail." The mermaid gasped. "Me? But why?" Bob looked at her tail, said, "You said you wanted to play football. Maybe the wish can help." The star twinkled brightly. A cloud of sparkling magic surrounded Glittertail. She gasped as her tail shimmered, transformed, and turned into legs. "I have legs. I can walk." Bob helped her onto the sand. Glittertail wiggled her toes, then began to skip, jump, and laugh joyfully. For The star used her magic again to create a beautiful blue football. Bob spent the next 10 minutes teaching Glittertail how to play. Her laughter echoed across the beach, and the star clapped every time someone scored a goal. After the game, they sat together on the warm sand. The little star smiled. "Bob, you can have one more wish." This time, Bob knew exactly what to ask for. "I want Glittertail and you to come with me on adventures in space." The star beamed. "You don't need a wish for that. Let's go." Glittertail nodded eagerly. Maybe there's a planet where everyone plays football. The three friends climbed into the spaceship. Up they soared, above the ocean. Beyond the clouds, back into the sparkling universe. They found a planet where aliens played football all day. Glittertail joined their game and scored 3 goals. They found a planet made of cake and shared cupcakes at the top of Raspberry Sponge Hill. They found a world where lemonade waterfalls flowed from marshmallow mountains. And finally, they found the legendary planet where trees told stories. They sat under a giant oak tree whose face formed gently in its bark. In a soothing voice, the tree began. "Once upon a time, 2 boys named Kieran and Finn lived far away." Mum closed the book and looked at her children. Both were fast asleep. Their faces were peaceful, their breathing soft. She kissed their foreheads, walked to the window, and gazed at the starry sky. For a moment, she imagined she saw a purple dragon flying beside a glowing star and a golden-haired mermaid, exploring the galaxies far beyond.